You've Got a Friend, a Marvel fanfiction written on AO3 by Frog Boy Frog. The link for this fanfiction will be in the description box below, so I encourage you all to go check it out. The first thing Peter felt when he was asked to sleep over at Tony's place was excitement. Pure, unadulterated excitement. The Tony Stark inviting him, Peter Parker from Queens, to a sleepover? 11-year-old Peter would be inconsolable. Except, the second thing Peter felt was apprehension. Not because he was scared of being away from May or any kind of homesickness, but because of Benji. Who's Benji, you might ask? Benji was Peter's stuffed bear. Ben had bought it for him the day his parents passed, and Peter had never slept a day without it. Even in Germany, even when he slept over at Ned's, Benji had always been there with him. He'd never tried to sleep without the bear before, but he knew he definitely wouldn't be able to get any rest without him. And so, there was only one option for Peter. Try and hide the bear from Tony until it was time to sleep. Set an alarm and put the plush back into his backpack the following morning, before Tony could find him snuggling with the thing. With his plan all secured, Peter only felt a little bit nervous about smuggling Benji into the bottom of his backpack, layering his pajamas and laptop on top. He shrugged the bag over his shoulder before climbing up the back of the Audi that Tony sent to come pick him up. Hey, Happy? Happy, of course, did not respond any further than a grunt. Once they arrived, Peter was set up into Tony's private elevator to his personal lab. The man himself was hunched with a mask over his face in the far corner of the massive space. Hey, Mr. Stark, I'm here, he yelled, running over to his mentor. Tony flinched at the sudden noise. His soldering iron spurted out some kind of liquid. Looking up from his project, brow furrowed, he immediately softened at the sight of Peter. Oh, hey, kid, you're finally here. He tossed the device onto the table, peeling off his mask and walking over to Peter. I was just working on something for SI. Want to order some pizza and we can watch? Nope, this is cool. Let me watch Pretty Pretty, please. Tony broke out into a grin. Sure? No Star Wars for my Spider Kid? Peter nodded frantically. Yeah, is this the newest Stark phone? Well, actually, once Tony had finished his demonstration, the bellies were full and they were both too tired to move. Peter decided to trudge over to the spare bathroom ensuite and have a quick shower before bed. He stripped and stepped into the large step-in shower. Once he was done scrubbing and shampooing and whatnot, he stepped back out, only to realize he's left his pajamas in the living room. Hey, Friday, can you ask Mr. Stark to bring me my pajamas? Certainly, Peter. He heard movement in the other room as Tony neared. I got your pajamas, he shouted. I'm going to leave them just outside the door. Okay, Peter shouted back, waiting until Tony had walked away to lean out the doorway and snatch him from the floor. He quickly got up, brushed his teeth, before stepping out into the bedroom again, only to see Benji propped up against the pillows on his bed, slightly tucked in. It couldn't have been anyone but Tony that did that. Mr. Stark? He yelled. Yeah, kid? Tony replied, peering into the bedroom and making sure Peter was dressed before coming in. You? He pointed at Benji. Oh yeah, he's a cutie, isn't he? I thought he looked all better, tucked in and ready for bed, just like you. Pepper has a turtle named Cassie and she sleeps with it. She's had it since she was 10. Her dad won it at a fair. Peter giggled. Pepper Potts sleep with a stuffed animal? Tony smiled. Yep. We'll have to get your bear and her Cassie to have a tea party one of these days. Although Tony was teasing, Peter knew it was far from malicious. Not only that, but knowing that one of his idols also slept with a stuffed animal made him feel way better about Benji. Alright, let's get to bed then, Pete. Tony pressed a kiss to Peter's right temple before turning out the lights and leaving for his own bedroom. That night, Peter slept like a baby, with Benji's presence and Mr. Stark's support.